Good morning and welcome to WSRH News, your leading source for news at Seminole High. I'm Isa Fontecchio.
And I'm Dorena Guy. Today is Friday, October 27th. We've got a lot to tell you about this morning, but first, today's top story.
The annual Ridge Reading Race is underway, and this morning we have the first round of winners. The Ridge Reading Race happens during the second quarter each year, and all you have to do is read a book and take a book it quiz. You'll earn points, treats, book it extra credit tickets, and possibly a pub sub lunch. Congratulations to the following students for winning pub subs for lunch: Isabella Stewart, Carter Wright, Ethan Pierce, Tamsin Lee, Lanai Soto, and Yamalitis Cordero. The teachers who win lunch are Miss Pelfrey and Miss Licavoli. Winning students need to go to the Media Center today and give Miss Weber your pub sub order. Congratulations.
Seminole Ridge High School has hundreds of student athletes, and it's not easy balancing academics with athletics. But we found one student who really stands out in finding balance. WSRH Extra reporter Austin Lamana has more on the story.
With 25 varsity sports and hundreds of varsity athletes here at the Ridge, one student athlete stands out amongst the rest.
Omar, aside from being just a brilliant young man, Omar is just one of the kindest people I have ever met, and I just adore that about him.
He's a super hard worker, and he's always determined to achieve his goals both inside and outside the classroom.
On top of Omar's kindness and work ethic, he loves being involved in extracurriculars and sports.
Right now I'm on the swim team in cross country. I do track in the spring, and then as far as clubs, like I'm in NHS, Science Honor Society, Key Club. That's like my main things.
While Omar strives to balance his sports as well as academics, he holds one goal above all else.
I go to college and study biochemistry. I've always loved science, and like AP Bio was one of my favorite classes here in school. But I've always kind of wanted to be a doctor. It's just been something in the back of my head.
Omar's already on an impressive track, scoring a 5 on AP Biology last year while at the same time taking 5 ACE classes and doing swim and cross country.
I think it's really important to stay organized. Like, I have a big calendar set up with like all the dates of everything, and I look on there every day, and it helps me keep track of what I got going on. And just making sure that you have your free time in addition to all your work stuff.
Despite having a lot on his plate, he always tries to help out his community, with him even recently starting an organization.
Omar's committee this year is working with senior citizens, and I just love that a teenager stopped to think, what can I do to improve my community, and came up with this idea of working with people who don't necessarily always have somebody coming to visit them. And
even after starting an organization, Omar continues to make a lasting impact on his school and peers.
Well, in the 5 years that I've known Omar, he's really taught me how to balance my extracurricular and academics, and he's really good at this, and I've striven to be like him in this regard.
While Omar has a lot on his plate, he will continue to help others with 3 more dates planned for Inspired Living going throughout the rest of the year, and at the same time, chasing his biochemistry dream. For WSH Extra, I'm Austin Lamana.
Today, SJ will sell boograms during both A and B lunch for $1 each. Be sure to buy these fun treats for your friends.
The pumpkin hunt that SGA is hosting for all students ends today. Any pumpkins found should be returned to Mr. Crimmins in room 6101 for a chance to win a special prize.
Today, National Honor Society is hosting a ribbon hunt in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There are 3 pink ribbons hidden across campus, and any student who finds them can return them to Mrs. Mull's room 7115 to receive a mystery prize. Good luck!
The Key Club is hosting a park cleanup today from 4:30 to 5:30 at Temple Park. Extra community service hours will be given to anyone who brings their own bag.
Seminole Ridge is having a holiday toy drive from November 6th through December 22nd. 2 hours of community service will be given for each toy and a maximum of 10 hours per person.
Hawks, today is the last day that the ceramics classes will be taking orders for their Krispy Kreme fundraiser. Donut pickup will be in room 3101 on November 2nd.
Seniors, the George Snow Scholarship Foundation offers a variety of scholarships to seniors from Palm Beach County high schools. Students are not required to meet a minimum GPA. Students can attend any accredited school in the county and major in any subject. The foundation will host a presentation on Wednesday, November 8th at 11 a.m. in the Ridge Room. You will need to sign up through the Google form by November 3rd. This form can be found on the senior Google Classroom.
First Priority is hosting a meeting today after school from 3 to 4 p.m. in Mr. Moya's room, 9103. Join them for fun, games, and a devotional community.
Seminole Ridge is including a new gaming club. They will meet on the first and third Wednesdays of each month in room 6114. All games must be pre-approved by Mrs. Haberger and Mrs. Borlosa.
Do you like horses? Well, you're in luck. The Equestrian Club is having a meeting next Friday, November 3rd in room 6206. To join the Google Classroom, the code is 4DDUYH6.
Students for Students will be having a meeting next Friday, November 3rd from 3 to 4 p.m. Come and help out the school and make new friends.
While everyone has talents, one man stands out in the crowd. Let's see how one coach uses his double play of talent. WSRH Extra reporter Emma Schulte takes us to the baseball field with more on the story.
Rick Moose is a familiar face on the Seminole Ridge baseball field, being the JV coach for the Hawks for the past 3 years.
Been coaching, this is like going into my 29th year of coaching. It's my 3rd year of coaching here at Seminole Ridge, and I substitute here as well. But it's my 3rd year here, and we've got a good thing going. The baseball teams are starting to shape up.
I mean, I really like him. He's a really good coach. He helps us become the best of our abilities.
Coach Moose, he's had a lot of experience coaching, so he definitely knows what he's doing. And I think that he is a really good coach.
I think he's a really good coach. He's going to lead us to a really good season this year. I think we're going to win a lot of games. And I like how he coaches us and makes us develop way better.
Coach Moose's baseball experience extends beyond coaching high school. He used to work for the Florida Marlins.
Well, I started off, I was working for the Marlins, the baseball team, professional baseball.
His experience with the Marlins actually led him to a very different career path.
I was working for the Marlins, and I did a TV commercial for them for Major League Baseball. And then I appeared on the show. Back then it was Regis and Kelly with Kelly Ripa. I appeared on that show, and it kind of gave me the acting bug.
This simple commercial quickly turned into something more, leading him to a brand new career.
So I looked up, kind of Googling, best ways to become an actor, what I need to do, and wound up getting an agent. And then one thing led to another, and that's where I'm at today.
This new career has led him to plenty of TV shows and movies, some of which you may even be familiar with.
Most recently, probably my largest role to date would be, if you're familiar with the Halloween series with Michael Myers, the killer. The latest one that just came out last Halloween was called Halloween Ends, and I have a pretty good role in that film.
Acting in these TV shows and movies has not only helped his career, but also helped him in other ways.
Oddly enough, before I was an actor, I was extremely shy. And now I'm totally comfortable in front of a camera.
And for aspiring actors, Coach Moose has shared some advice for those wishing to get into the field.
Number one thing, you need to find a good agent. The agent is what goes and gets you the work, because you as an actor aren't going to be looking through trying to find where there's a job that you want to try and go do. And agents will get generally about 10%.
We're excited to see where Coach Moose's acting career leads him next, and we're very excited to see how he and his team perform this upcoming season. For WSRH Extra, I'm Emma Schulte.
Congratulations to this week's Hawks of the Week. 9th grade, Kingsley Salomon, nominated by Mr. Crimmins and Mrs. Nietzsche. 10th grade, Jasmine Andino, nominated by Mrs. Gray. 11th grade, Kobe Palladino, nominated by Mrs. Pelfrey. And 12th grade, Roberto Venero, nominated by Mrs. Berg. Good job, Hawks. Students were nominated based on academic improvements or for their efforts in making campus better by doing things like helping others, volunteering their time, or even simply picking up trash. Good job, Hawks.
Coming up on WSRH News, weather and birthdays.
Plus sports.
Underage drinking is the consumption of alcohol by a person below the legal drinking age. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 29% of high schoolers engage in this activity. Underage drinking interferes with brain development and can reduce memory retention, impair coordination, and damage decision-making skills. This often results in diminished school performance and future alcohol dependence. Drinking under the age of 21 in the United States is a crime and may result in legal prosecution. So remember, fear the fear and keep your mind clear.
Hey, Dorena, how did the tree get a new job?
How?
He had the right qualifications. Let's go to WSRH meteorologist Shayla Stillwagon with today's forecast.
Good morning, Hawks. For today's weather forecast, we have a high of 85 and a low of 70 with partly cloudy skies. For the 3-day forecast, on Saturday, we have a high of 84 and a low of 72 with partly cloudy skies. On Sunday, a high of 84 and a low of 73 with partly cloudy skies. And on Monday, a high of 84 and a low of 74 with partly cloudy skies. For WSRH weather, I'm Shayla
We have a happy
Stillwagon.
birthday going out to Georgia Ramsey,
Destiny Renee,
Jaden Aldolf,
Camilla Nombre Laforte. Happy birthday, Hawks.
WSRH sports anchor Ethan Wiesen joins us now at the sports desk.
I wonder how the football team did against their game against Dwyer last night.
Good morning, Hawks. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's get started. Last night, our Hawks traveled to Dwyer for a varsity football matchup. The Hawks lost to the Panthers 34-14, with the Hawks' 2 touchdowns being scored by T.Y. Jackson and Dimey Collins. The Hawks will travel to Wellington next Friday night for their last regular season game of the year. The past Wednesday night, the freshman football team hosted Palm Beach Lakes and came away with dominant 38-0 win over the Rams. WSRH reporter Magdalene Moorman has highlights from last Wednesday's game. Diving into swim district results, the Ridge found success with swimmers advancing to regionals. The boys and girls 200 medley relay took 4th place. The boys 400 freestyle relay took 3rd place. In the 200 girls freestyle, Madeline Bracer took 8th place. In the boys 500 freestyle, Omar Castillo took 4th place. In the boys 50 freestyle, Bryce Figatoni took 5th place. In the boys freestyle and 100 butterfly, Caden Dizin took 7th place. Overall, the girls finished 5th place and boys finished 4th. Congratulations, Hawks. Taking a look at today's sports calendar, there is no game scheduled for today. Well, that's it for WSRH News. I'm Ethan Wiesen.
Well, that's it for WSRH Extra. I'm Dorena Guy.
And I'm Isa Fontecchio. Remember that you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Seminole Ridge TV. Have a great day, Hawks!